Hi, happy Manga Monday. Today I'm going to be talking about Now and Forever. This is a yaoi, school life, and sport romance themed manga. It is complete. There are some sex scenes, that's why it's considered a yaoi, but I would not consider it to be smut because you don't really see much of anything. There's like some stuff, but not enough for me to be like, yeah, this is a smut manga. This is our second male lead, Jin. This is our male lead, Hamura. And this is actually Jin's friend from America. So Hamura and Jin actually start out as friends in middle school, high school. They do track and field together. Jin is one of the pole vaulters, and Hamura does the 100-meter dash or 200-meter dash. I'm pretty sure it's the 100-meter dash. But Jin always tells Hamura that he really loves watching him run and he really likes his form. And even though Hamura isn't gay, he actually does fall in love with Jin, and they end up becoming a couple. But because they're both guys, they do keep it a secret because it's not widely accepted. As they're dating in high school, they end up having a fight and an altercation over something rather silly, and Hamura ends up trying to hurt himself with his running cleat. He was trying to hit his own foot to damage his own running foot because he just was running's not that important. So he's trying to hit his foot, and Jin jumps in front of his foot and takes a cleat to the face. This leaves Jin with a very big scar on his face. He has to wear bandages around his head for a while. And then suddenly, Jin disappears. And when Hamura is going around school, where did he go? Because he finally gets to that point where he was just this was dumb and stupid. I just want to apologize and for us to be okay. And Jin's gone. So Jin went to America, basically without saying anything. And it really bothered Hamura because even though they had a fight, they were really close. They practiced together every day. They had wish bracelets that they shared, and they were happy. I mean, there's a lot of high emotions in high school and middle school anyway. So originally Hamura, I believe, was just gonna quit track altogether. But instead, what he decided to do, he decided to switch from the 100-meter relay or dash and switched over to pole vaulting because he figured that if he did pole vaulting, he would be able to somehow stay connected with Jin and maybe someday be reconnected. And when he goes to a coffee shop with not his girlfriend, but someone that he just kind of is a butt buddy with, she gets mad because he's not listening and throws coffee on him. He gets wet. This guy comes up and is like, hey, I'll just take you to the break room and you can, borrow my clothes. Hamura immediately recognizes Jin and grabs him and is like, I know you. They go back to Jin's apartment and they kind of talk about it. Hamura is really aggressive in his form of talking, just being I'm really sorry, I want to be with you, let's start over. And to me, it seems like Jin is you're really selfish, that you don't take into consideration my feelings. I do personally think Hamura is in the right, because if you have that opportunity where you re-encounter somebody you haven't seen in so long, that you should say things that you always wanted to say, because you never know what's going to happen in life. And I mean, you could get hit by a car. There's tons of stuff that can happen. So even though Jin was not happy about it, he was happy about it because he wants that love and affection from Hamura. Now, they do kind of start going out and dating. Once Jin and Hamura get back together, Jin basically becomes Hamura's personal trainer to help him with pole vaulting. So you have them working together on pole vaulting, the communication issues and misunderstandings within their relationship, which are abundant, and then Jin's friend coming from America causing all sorts of other misunderstandings and problems. Jin's friend from America comes, and this guy, like, their skinship is too extreme. So, like, when Jin's friend from America first sees him, he just walks up to him and kisses him on the lips. And, like, tries to give tongue, but he tries to give him tongue to make Hamura mad or jealous, right? But not only that, there's instances where, like, Jin is sleeping in the arms of his friend while Hamura was passed out in Jin's bed, and it's just, there's a limitation. And then on top of that, too, there's another scene where, like, Jin and his friend are in Jin's bed, and his friend's, like, on top of him and, like, holding him and, like, almost kissing him. This is just too much to me. There's, like, I don't see anything wrong with skinship, right? Like, I'm a very touchy-feely person, but I do think there's a point where there are certain boundaries, and I do appreciate the fact that later on Jin does recognize that and apologize to Hamura for that situation because it was not right. So, do I think this was a good manga? I do. I would not read it again. I just didn't really get that kind of connection with the characters, but I still enjoyed reading it. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye, everyone.